the important communication part of life is to communicate to others clearly with clarity and make sure that your language is legible, understandable, and in easy terms for the listener. It's not to expose your talent by language. That's how I believe in this. Many years later, once I was at home and I was relaxing, it was summertime and it was also Ramadan. During the Ramadan, I got a concept that I should write a novel countering the Western novels because I was a voracious reader of novels like Pearl's Bug, Somerset Maugham, later Harold Robbins, then The Good Earth, the Pasternak. All these writers influenced me, but most of the novelists were telling the fact, and it was revealing the cultural part of the societies. Uh, I didn't like the way, so I wanted to counter write a novel. I write something about 30 pages on a paper and left it. Few months later, I was in one of the Gulf countries, and I happened to meet a friend called Tazim. He went through the manuscript. He said, "Hey, this is interesting. Develop this novel." So it took me nearly 3 years to complete the novel. I had to go shift from writing to typewriting, finally to the computer. He only taught me computer because I was good at typing, so I could easily pick up. The computer was a ocean. I didn't want to go too deep into computer work, so I limited myself to just the writing. Uh, yes, Microsoft Word. That's all I knew about. So the concept of developing a non-Western novel at the same time based in the Western countries was good, and I developed the book. He helped me all along. My role model was Ernest Hemingway because I liked his writing, sharp and very uh, direct to the point. Once he had written an article in the Reader's Digest, that before I release my book, I at least read 400 times the essay or the book to make sure that it is in the right language. So before I wrote the novel, I had the habit of, even now I have the habit of reading the English version of the Quran, translated by Mamadou Pictal. Mamadou Pictal is said to be descent from the royal family, William's royal family, but he translated the Arabic into English the same way as it was written in Arabic Quran. The style is very neat, unique. He doesn't speak an extra word. He speaks straight to the point. So that, and also the style of Ernest Hemingway, helped me to write the novel in a very nice way. The name of the novel is A Rose from Fujiyama because it was based between America and Japan. Then I gave up writing novel, but before the novel was completed, I didn't tell Tazim the end of the book. When I finished the book with the end point, Tazim was excited. He said, "Hey, this book will become a hit." It was not my idea, become a hit or not, but I had to convey the message. That is, you can write novel without introducing girlfriends, too many girlfriends, liquor, cigarette, casino, all this you can avoid. I did that in the novel. Later, I realized that I was to create characters, then tell a lot of lies, or maybe imaginative stories, imaginative sessions to establish a character. So I said, I'm answerable to God one day. So I stopped writing fictions. That's the only book I wrote on fiction. Now I write non-fictions. The aim is to motivate the youth to walk on the right path. I lived and I found that it is not hard to walk on the right path, but you go through tests of time very often. But every event in your life gives you a message. It doesn't take place by your wish, but by God's wish. So now you can see then one day Tazim telephoned me. He's in London. He telephoned me and he said, "Have you published your novel?" I said, "No." Many years passed. Then I went and I gave it to Amazon.com. Amazon took the book. I don't know what they're doing with it now, but I promote the novel in my website dietcon.com. At the same time, I publish my books, e-books, free, and maybe I write some of my experience in the name of Global Golden Voyage. Yeah, I written one chapter. Maybe I read later. So now I'm shifting to, the direct communication with my viewers. Maybe my readers are there. I want you to go through these books in the dietken.com. And what else to say? I would like to thank Yusri Tazim. Right now he's in London. He stayed with me with the book. He lived with me. The last thing that I feel sorry is that Ernest Hemingway should not have shot himself. He wrote such good, wonderful books like The Old Man and the Sea, Farewell to Arms, For Whom the Bell Tolls. All these books are excellent. They remain in my mind all the time. But why he shot himself? Because suicide is a haram. Suicide is not the right thing to do. Anyway, he gave the best English to the American people. Thank you.